Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the currencies that are in the game and how to use them. So in this game, we have 4 currencies. The easiest way to see how much of each currency you have is just to come into a performance after you finish a game. In here you can see Intel. This is the Battle Pass currency. Tech. This is the currency used to get modules and everything. Credits. This is a kind of all-rounder currency. You can use it for almost everything in the game. The only thing that you can't use it for is vehicle XP. And then there's Heat Coin. This is the premium currency in the game. So let's kind of go over how to earn each currency. So when it comes to credits, you get a base amount in a game. It is dependent on, I guess, your performance in a game. I'm not 100% sure on the mathematics of each one, but essentially do good, get credits. It seems to be closely related to actual damage caused, because I've noticed in games where I do more damage, I will get more credits. When it comes to tech, so tech is limited. As you can see here, I have gotten 75 from this game. The base reward for tech is 60 for a win, and as you can see here in this clip, it's only 40 for a loss, so it's actually not so much of a difference between a win and a loss, in all honesty. In the screenshot that I showed, I did not have a booster running in this area right now. I currently have a booster, which is just giving me an extra 15 tech per game. It's honestly not that great, just because tech isn't something that you can earn more of by being good, other than just winning. So it's not skill-based at all, it's not performance-based at all, you just earn a flat amount for wins and losses. So 40 for a loss, 60 for a win, and it's changed by if you have a booster or not. Intel. Each game you get 40 intel max, win or loss, and you can actually earn more intel by doing the missions. Though, to be fair, you don't really need that much intel to finish some of these passes. They're super easy to complete, so I'm not too worried about even doing in the missions. Just playing the game, you'll eventually unlock the full pass. I will say it is easier at the start to get some missions done, just so you can unlock the vehicle. Now, and obviously the last thing is heat coins. Heat coins are essentially worth 1 cent each when you buy them in the shop. So 200 coins, $2, 500 coins, $5, 1,000 coins, $9 or $10, 2,500 coins, $25, and so on. Well, you get like 2 free heat coins here. Yippee, 2 free heat coins here. 1 free heat coin here. 2 free heat coins here. So, like, it doesn't really matter all that much. If I were to really min-max my heat coins, I guess I would buy a bunch of lower ones. So 2,000 or $20 worth, right? You'll get, what, 10 extra heat coins, so it doesn't really matter all that much when it comes to purchasing. Consumables are one thing that you can purchase with heat coins. Honestly, it's kind of easy to get the consumables at this point in the game, and they aren't as beneficiary as just using your heat coins for literally anything else in the game. I genuinely believe it's more cost effective to use them for other things, but that's my personal opinion. Alright, next on the list is credits. So as you can see, credits can be easily used to purchase vehicles, new agents. You can actually purchase cosmetics with them. So let's say I want a specific cosmetic on Kent. So if you use the Xbox codes with Game Pass, you can actually get the Grass Snake skin for free, vice versa with PS5. But also an interesting tidbit, if you really want this skin, you can also just purchase it for credits. A lot of the other cosmetics are credits in here as well. They're not super expensive, but these are all free credits and stuff like that. When it comes to other uses for credits too, You can't purchase any of the charms at this moment with credits. Those are only heat coins. I don't think any of these are actually worth purchasing, because like what, 400 for these grenades? If you really want them, that's cool and all, but most of the time it's for your viewing purposes, and the enemy will almost never see them. Your teammates will almost never see them, or even notice them to begin with. Another thing that credits can be used for is you can actually, when you run out of tech, and since I have tech right now, I can't show you it, but when you do run out of tech, you can use your currency and transform them into tech. I believe the ratio is 100 credits per tech, but I actually may be wrong on this. The conversion isn't the worst, especially if you have a lot of credits built up. It's not super limiting on tech if you have a lot of credits, but I understand frustration can build when you have low tech and you want a legendary module that, costs upwards of 2,000 tech. So each legendary module does cost, I believe it's 2,180 tech. So 160 for grays, 320s for greens, 640s for blues, 1,280 for purples, and then it's 2,560 for legendaries, and that's just tech. So technically, I have not enough to purchase a legendary, but if I needed to, I could always use my credits in order to get them. Another couple of ways that you can actually earn tech is progression through your agents. So it's not a lot, right? You can get some at level 17, level 19, level 20, and so on and so forth. I think it stops actually at level, was it 21? Yeah, so you don't get tech any further down here. You'll get intel, and I assume the fact that you can get intel means that you'll be able to save your intel for future battle passes. So that's neat and all. Let's see. And when it comes to heat on coins, if you really want to level up a vehicle like super fast, you can actually go in. You just go to a module that you can't unlock, and you can transfer your XP. It's 50 XP for one heat coin. So if I used all my free XP, it would get me, what is that, 2 extra levels right now for 207 heat coins. I personally don't recommend this route. It's legitimately just easier to grind the levels than to worry about spending your heat coins. One thing is, once you do unlock a vehicle to level 50, a lot more of the the transferable XP will accumulate, just because you can't put it into researching on the vehicle itself. But that is an alternate use for heat coins. Heat coins can also be converted into credits when you're low on credits. I don't think I can do that here just because I have enough credits for anything in the game, so it's not going to really show me the transfer rate. It's an okay transfer rate though. I wouldn't rely on using it. I prefer just using the heat coin. Me personally, that is, I prefer using the heat coins for cosmetics and stuff like that over actually spending it for credits and stuff like that. Let's go over just a couple of simple things in the game too. Agent skills. So your agent skills will transfer to both vehicles on your agent itself. So if you build out a full skill tree on the XM190, you can also use that same skill tree on the ALVT. In order to actually get skill points, you have to level up your actual agent itself. So you'll get a free skill point at level 1, free skill point at level 4, level 7, and level 9. And then once your agent actually hits level 10, you can start using the tier 2 agent skills. I actually recommend saving up your agent skills unless you absolutely need a skill from the level 1 in order to get some of the better level 2 skills. But that's just my personal preference, and it also depends on which vehicle you're doing as well. So I'll always go tier 1, the rising tempo for the gunslinger over lawman, just because that's just kind of how I play the vehicle, both vehicles to be honest. But For the XM190, I might need a little bit more shell velocity with my high explosive, but if I'm playing the ALVT, I want that minus 15 ability energy cost. Same with the whole traverse. I might want the whole traverse on the XM190, but I want reticle size, including while moving, on the ALVT to make sure I hit every shot. That's kind of how you get skill points for agents. You get XP based off of your earning in game. So this vehicle XP, I believe, is the same soft XP that you get for your agent itself. I may be wrong, but I believe I should be able to double check. So yeah, 4,500. Let's see, progression. So I've earned 45,500 XP on the M60, and if I check my progression here, okay, so it seems that it's exactly half of your vehicle XP is kind of what you earn for your agent XP. When it comes to leveling up the vehicle, again, it's just all about playing the game. Your vehicle XP is actually based off of your score in game. So the more score you get in game, the higher your vehicle XP will be. So just keep that in mind. If you are performing better, you will level up your vehicles faster. I understand some vehicles are a bit more on the difficult side to level up just because of the base vehicle itself. So like the M60A2, some people just might not like the HE, and it may be more difficult for them to level up. And it's the same thing with the FV as well. Its base is also high explosive, so people may find it to be on the more difficult side to level up the FV. And if you are a player that wants all the vehicles and doesn't really care about upgrading the vehicles, then I say it's fine to use your credits in that way to get every vehicle instead of worrying about the upgrades and transferring your credits to tech. But for me personally, I prefer to have more of a limited selection of vehicles because when I upgrade these vehicles eventually, I will want, like for instance, I'm going to want this Pyro Trail. This is going to cost me all my tech by the time I have it, and I won't have any tech for anything else, especially if I spend all my credits. But if I save up my credits, by the time it comes for me to fully upgrade this vehicle, I'll be able to kind of use my credits to give myself extra tech in order to continue going on. Basic stuff, equipment. I personally prefer manual equipment over everything else, but that's just me personally. For the secondary equipment skill, I actually don't recommend failsafe circuit at all. I prefer the recovery protocol. Because this conditional has actually gotten a huge buff, so it's actually decent to use. It may be worthwhile checking out, especially if you're getting set on fire a lot and you're kind of just annoyed with getting set on fire. I do believe it helps prevent tracking as well, but I'm not 100% sure. There's also the smoke. A lot of people tend to run the smoke. I don't run the smoke just because I prefer to actually be able to, pair my track and get out of danger, but that's just me personally. And then there's the hull reinforcement, which is the last of the equipment that's available on only certain vehicles. This grants a temporary hit points, 700. So if you know you're about to take a lot of damage, you can use this to kind of get out scot-free. Personally, I think it's a good ability for tanks, for like heavier agents, so the defender vehicles. I believe it's a bit better than actually running any of the actual recovery stuff, just because it makes it a lot easier to keep face tanking, survive just that little bit longer, and you're going to get tracked a lot in defenders anyways, so it's up to personal preference if you want to go the actual recovery protocols or the failsafe circuit over hull reinforcement. That's your personal preference. But other than that, I think that is all for this video. If you like the video and are looking forward for more to come, I recommend subscribing. And I also want to mention that I will be releasing a new tier list on Saturday. It may take me a little bit of time just because I do have to try and attempt to test all the vehicles. So it will either be Saturday or there is a chance that it may be coming on Sunday instead. we'll just kind of have to wait and see. But I do plan on releasing a tier list this weekend. Have a good one. Goodbye.